Welcome guys to this channel and thank you very much for your continued support. Today, the Wednesday 23rd, we are expecting Sagana 3. But we shall talk about that later after the event. I want us to bring ourselves to a reality from central Kenya. The Red Army, which is the Jubilee Party Brigade, have been traversing different counties in central Kenya in a bid to revamp that party. This is a region that the UDA team had actually seen as their second bedroom apart from the Rift Valley. But I think President Uhuru Kenyatta decided to move swiftly to avert this coup that was going on in that area. So I was just, this morning I was just thinking about this. Why exactly do you think that UDA are not coming out to counter what Jubilee Party is doing in central Kenya? Because from the photos that we've seen, Jubilee have really invested in branding. They have really, after rebranding their shirts, they're giving the merchandise, they're holding town hall meetings, and these town hall meetings, they're just talking to their people. They're talking to the community about President Uhuru Kenyatta's track record and development. That is what they are selling, and so they're telling them to give the president the audacity to give them political direction. But as this is going on, I think it is also another opportunity that Jubilee is using to try to campaign for their aspirants that want to seek elective posts through Jubilee Party. Now, I have realized that UDA are not countering these latest developments from the Jubilee team. So why? And why am I asking? I am asking because in central Kenya, they are not ready to face nomination that is being slated by the UDA. The UDA team announced that they are going to hold their nominations in April, I think from 7th to 16th. And they're going to coordinate closely with the IBC, and they also mentioned international observers. Then the aspirants that want to vie in UDA are supposed to pay the requisite fees by the end of February. But so what did I expect? What I was expecting, just like in Nyanza, in the other parts of the country, and even in Mombasa, there is a lot of grassroots campaigns. ODM is having a lot of grassroots campaigns in Nyanza, and of course I'll do analysis about that. In Mombasa, we are seeing a lot of lobbying and grassroots meeting, ODM. And even in Rift Valley, there is a lot of grassroots campaigns. But in central Kenya, the campaign is only done by the national campaign team. That is the William Ruto and the Musalia Mudavadi team. But at the grassroots level, we are not seeing photos of MP aspirants, ward aspirants, holding town hall meetings and campaigning and also telling us, trying to counter what Jubilee is doing. And this just brought my mind to one thing that has been happening in UDA, that the Central Kenya team are demanding direct nominations. So the question is, why do you think they are pushing for direct nominations? Guys, that's what I want us to look at. Very interesting situations here. I have my own reasons, and of course you're also going to tell us. You can, as you think around this, I just want to also jog your mind. What do you think? Why do you think they want that? And I'll give you some analogies here. So before we go there, kindly, if you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed, I want to humbly request you to subscribe with total humility as we push this forward, and also click the notification bell so that when we publish a video, you'll be notified. Before that, I received a feedback this morning from James Njiri. James Njiri is one of our subscribers here, and I just woke up this morning and found this, and he's saying something here. There is a parallel to this political situation. Majority of Kenyan voters are young people who also happen to be ignorant of the real issues and are easily manipulated. The fear is that they could easily elect William Samoei Ruto. He used another word that I replaced with William Samoei Ruto. Now that word was referring to William Ruto. So guys, let's go. Let's face it. The Central Kenya team are afraid of the Jubilee gaining ground there. And they simply don't want that confrontation. I remember when William Ruto was holding the consultative forum in Nyeri, something that came out, Mutahi Kahiga wants to seek that re-election, his re-election in the UDA. But I'm told there is a storm there because Rigathi Gachagua seems to be supporting Wamatinga. And he's on record telling Mutahi Kahiga that he came to Jubilee late and they already have their own lineup. So the person who's going to vie with UDA ticket is supposed to be Wamatinga. But UDA party, William Ruto, will really want them to go for nominations. And I will tell you why. My point is here. So the issue of Jubilee gaining ground is becoming an issue to them because they don't want to face off with the Red Army. I have to say here that any confrontation between UDA and Jubilee in Central Kenya is a direct confrontation between them and President Uhuru Kenyatta. That is a situation that will make them fall on the ground. And that is why they don't want to go there and campaign with UDA colors and try to face off the President Uhuru Kenyatta. The reason is that is a race they will lose flatly in the morning. What they are selling and what the Jubilee team is selling are totally different. Jubilee team is selling what Uhuru have done. They are selling what Uhuru have not done. Or they are selling why Uhuru betrayed Ruto. But the Jubilee team is selling what Uhuru has done. What is going to be bought? We are going to look at that. Secondly, they fear that because they are very weak on ground, they are facing some hostility. The nomination can be a very perfect route by Jubilee and other competitors to plant strong candidates to embarrass them there. And this is very easy. It is not about taking a candidate from outside. I have always mentioned that the real hustlers are not these leaders you are seeing in the limelight. The leaders you're seeing in the limelight are in the limelight because they have the financial power and they have the political network. But the young people that are there in the ground, those are they are very young aspirants there who are the real hustlers. So to embarrass the bigwigs, the Jubilee party or even other competitors, even the Moses Kuria parties, can sponsor, just within UDA, can sponsor very strong candidates. And this can be strategically planted there to embarrass them. Because I want you to imagine a situation where the next morning in the headline, Ndindi Nyoro has been defeated in that nomination. That is something that is not going to work. And that is a very good strategy that even William Ruto should see. The nomination is a very good strategy, is a very good opportunity for the Jubilee to uproot UDA in Central Kenya. Very easy. You plant strong candidates, then these strong candidates embarrass the bigwigs, you embarrass I can tell you, if you have a candidate in the stature of Rigathi Gachagua, of Alice Wahome, or these fellas, and you have another hustler there almost getting 9,000 against their 10,000, you've already embarrassed these people. And again, it is also going to an opportunity, even if they win, but Jubilee will get the second runners up in that UDA nomination, will be picked by Jubilee, will be snatched by Jubilee and sponsored, and these fellas are going to face the bigwigs in the nomination, in the election. That is how they will be uprooted there. So these fellas do not want, because they know that will be an opportunity by Jubilee party to embarrass them. 3, this is a trap that Ruto will use to pick who he wants to work with after 2022. I am telling you. I think I did this in my previous video. I mentioned that the free and fair nomination that is really touted at the UDA, and I am not anti-nomination, but I think and I believe that this is a very good opportunity. William Ruto will pick whoever he wants to use. If he manipulated, and he was blamed that he manipulated the Jubilee nominations 2017, in the 2022, he's going to first punish fence sitters. If these people who have not yet, were not deciding whether I'm going this side and I'm not going, he's going to punish these people. You will not be shocked to see a very strong candidate in UDA losing in the nomination. And after losing, they will be at the mercies of deputy president to give them that UDA ticket. And with that, William Ruto shall have taken control of these candidates. You know, like, for example, if a candidate wins by a landslide in central Kenya, in the UDA, through the UDA, what does that mean? Well, that means that he's not at the mercies of deputy president. But when he goes there and he has a very tough situation on the ground, that will be the joy of deputy president, because that candidate, his fate is at the mercies of the deputy president. His candidature and his probability of winning will depend on the support that William Ruto is going to give him or her. So I can tell you, and expect big heads to roll. I can say here and repeat that the script that William Ruto is having in central Kenya is not a 2022 script. He is looking, is a very long-sighted politician. I have to mention, he's not the kind of politician that is going to look at 2022 and so after. He's even looking post-2022. And that is why I still repeat that Kithure Kindiki is making a very big blunder. And he's being set up. What he has sold to this team is that we are going to form the next government. So people are just making blinded decisions. We are going to form the next government. Don't worry. You just don't vie. I'm going to give you a post. Look here. Look here. He knows very well that he cannot really win against these two gentlemen. It is the Uhuru and Raila card is unbeatable. I can say that. It's unbeatable. But then he's selling hope. These people are floating in this hope, making very blinded decisions. After 2022, they will be home. That is it. 3. Party nominations are normally very shambolic. Yes, I am not spelling a doom, but in central Kenya, they will be shambolic. I want to tell you why. I want to repeat my point defend this by one of my points that UDA is going to be uprooted in central Kenya, and they will not be given the requisite infrastructure in central Kenya to hold a very successful nomination there. Let me tell you, when it comes to the nomination is just a mini election. It needs the security. You need to have a very good venue. You need the chiefs, you need the police to come in and support you. You need to get the venue. You need to have the goodwill on the ground. So these 3 things are going to work against you there. First, the deep state will not give these people adequate security. That one I can assure you. And that is why they are trying to say that, you know what, our nomination is going to be observed by international observers and IBC. That's what's going to happen. The party nominations are going to be very shambolic because they are not going to get the support of the government. They need the support of the government in terms of even getting security. They need to secure the venue very successfully. They also need the goodwill. The ground is very hostile for UDA, and nomination is going to be an opportunity for them to have some visibility on ground, and that is not something that Jubilee Party wants to see. Jubilee Party wants to uproot UDA in central Kenya by hook or crook. And you can see the situation is not going to be very receptive for them. The opposition, or rather their competitors, must paint them as a party that do not have a very goodwill in central Kenya. And that's why these MPs are pushing for this. Thirdly, lastly, I think there is also a sense of entitlement. They think UDA is their home. They are the founders. And you listen to them saying they are the founders. So now that they are the founders, they are entitled to this. The direct nominations, they should not be subjected to the strain of going to campaign because they've been campaigning for William Ruto. They sacrificed, and of course, at some point, you might actually give them that benefit because they sacrificed. For you to turn against their kingpin, who is President Uhuru Kenyatta, to go and campaign for UDA, back in the turn, they will expect that. But William Ruto is so keen to make sure that he gets very popular candidates to the ballot, because if you get popular candidates to the ballot, then the turnout is going to be very high. So guys, that's my analysis on why the nomination is bringing an issue here. When we come back, we shall look at other issues, but that is my analysis for now. There is also something happening in Nyanza, and of course we will look at what is really happening in Kisumu. In fact, specifically, I have really been getting invitations in this channel that, guys, can you look at what's happening in Nyanza, especially in Kisumu? So guys, I also have a dossier from Kisumu. Just make sure you subscribe, and thank you very much for your support.